Welcome back, and joining us on the show now is DN Pathak of Soybean Processor Association of India. Mr. Pathak, hi, thank you so much for joining us here at CNBC TV 18. The prices really haven't seen much support in the last couple of months. Now the international markets are near to three-year lows. Indian markets have seen good arrivals coming in. And, I was reading various reports which suggest that the demand is expected to be weak until March end because there are other major crops that the farmers and traders really seem to be putting more attention to.
And the markets are, sorry?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I was saying the outlook for the future months also looks that the prices are further going to taper down in the other markets like soybean oil prices. So we don't see anything bullish in the current scenario. Mustard crop is likely to come soon. It's already started coming in very short quantities. But the next 2 months, we'll have a lot of mustard crop. Wheat crop is, of course, also coming in. So as far as the oil supplies is concerned, we are overwhelmed with supplies. The stocks are good. The supply is good. The soybean stock looks good. So overall, yes, you're right. There is a lot of trend which doesn't support any price rally.
Mr. Pathak, the government has been quite keen on ensuring that there is enough supplies and that the prices stay under pressure as well. But when it comes to many of these edible oils, with the way the import duty is much lower, and then we've seen prices actually go below MSP as well, how are you looking at the overall trade then, working with this?
I think the government need not worry about the prices at all. And about the supplies, there are enough supplies. The government should feel very comfortable in the election year that there will be sufficient supply, and the prices are down. They're going to further go down. So I see overall scenario for the trade, of course, a little difficult because nobody expected this kind of fall in prices overall in the oilseed and oil prices. And the farmers, of course, are really in a fix because they don't know what to do. They have been holding soybean stocks, for instance, in the hope that the prices will at least be slightly above MSP. And that's not happening. And I don't see that happening soon. So overall, there is a sort of dejection among the farmers. And the industry also has been thinking that the price will have some support, but support does not seem to be coming from anywhere at the moment. So yes, there is a bit of a worry. The crushing is not happening very well because the people are holding, in fact, the soybean meal is not moving. So that's another worry. So the crushing is also going to go slow. The export is not happening now. Of course, we have had good export for the last first 4 months of this oil year. But further prices, I think Argentina FOB is now around $400, which we can't afford at all. The overall scenario is grim for the oilseed and oil fishing industry.
All right. Are you anticipating any changes in government measures post the election? And until then, is the industry just going to sit tight? That is one part of my question. The other also is about what are you seeing in sense of domestic demand? Because we did see last year the numbers were on the stronger side, whether it was imports or domestic demand. How is that scenario playing out?
First question, after the election, whether the government will act or not. Now, I'll be a little cautious. There will be more elections. But I personally feel that there will be some action on the price front and on the duty front. What action will be there, I don't know, but I'm really hoping and expecting that there will be some action. On the other hand, on the demand, of course, we have a population growing. We have very cheap oil availability. So the demand will certainly continue to grow. It is growing and it will certainly grow. So both ways, demand will grow. The government has good prices. They have not increased duties. So overall scenario will be like this, that you have good prices, good supply, and no duty till election. After that, some measure of duty, I don't know how much.
All right. I also want to get a sense on the international markets now. I mean, the markets seem to have digested the Russia-Ukraine issue now. There's actually sunflower crop as well, which is seen on the positive side. The U.S. inventories are seen at the highest since 2019-20. The sales are not so strong here. Would you say that the international bearishness is something that also seems to be seeping within the Indian markets now?
It is, in fact, it's already setting within the market. The Chinese imports of soybean have remained constant while they should have gone up. So they're also consciously perhaps not increasing their imports, around 80-90 million tons. So overall market bearish globally seems to be certainly hitting the Indian market, and it will continue to do so in the next few months.
Another question, Mr. Pathak, is so if you're looking at bearish Indian markets and bearish international markets as well, the availability is quite strong. The import duty will, for the foreseeable future, continue to be on the weaker side. What is it that the edible oil mission then would prove here to do? That is one. And the second is, what is it that the industry is in conversation with the government? I mean, there are various conversations about import duties, MSPs being supported. There are farmers protesting in the northern part of India as well.
First things first, national mission should have been on the ground and up and coming a couple of years back. In fact, 3 years back, it is not there. I'm again hoping that after the election is over, the government will find time, and I think they will fine-tune the mission document, which is ready, and the mission will be up and coming by May or June. That will certainly help, because there are a lot of measures in the mission to help the farmers increase the productivity. The whole focus of the mission is on increasing oilseed availability, which can be done by increasing productivity. Area increase, of course, is one thing, but our productivity is low. So that will certainly help. Now, the other thing is about the MSP. Now, MSP, I don't see the MSP being broken too lightly. I think the current price of soybean is around 4,200 rupees, 4,300 rupees. Mustard price, we will have to see when the supply is coming. I think it will be around MSP or a little lower. If the duties go up by, let's say, 10 to 15%, I'm sure we will reach the MSP level. But again, in the next, let's say it's February now, next 8 months, the soybean crop will be coming in. So overall, I think the farmers are not going to get very soon what they're demanding. MSP, in fact, they are demanding a legal guarantee for MSP, which I don't know whether it is legally possible to give a legal guarantee. Let's see how the government plays the game.
All right. One final question, and I want to understand, as you said, the demand for the Indian markets has been on the positive side. So is it the HoReCa demand which seems to be doing better, the restaurant demand, the processed foods? Which category do you see demand improving the most?
The system, Indian system eating out and ordering from outside is increasing day by day with all the dinks and the higher income and the kids, the young kids and all, they like to eat out. So HoReCa demand is certainly going to go up and keep going up. The local demand outside the HoReCa is also increasing, because with these low prices, people who could not afford a lot of good oil, the right quantities, are also reaching now the levels that they should be eating. So the demand continue to grow and be robust only.
All right, so those are some positives as well coming in for the edible oil as a sector. But as said, the industry isn't in the best of the times, with the cheaper imports, higher availability, and of course, bearish trends coming in from the international markets as well. Mr. Pathak, thank you so much for joining us here and discussing the whole host of issues that are, as of now, concerning the edible oil sector. But with that, that's all the time that we have on the show. Let's go for a break. When we come back, Business Lunch will take all the action forward.